Okay, here we go. Lucy and Acadia. I'm going to read to you today, and you'll be happy to know it is a Princess in Black book that we haven't read before. I found another one, and you will be even happier to know, at least Acadia, and maybe Lucy too. I think you both like mermaids. There's a mermaid in this Princess in Black story. So we'll see how they work in a mermaid to how they save the goats from being eaten by monsters. Okay, so here we go. Turn the camera around. And hopefully this will work. I'll show you the book in just a second here, as soon as I get set up. Okay. And here we go. Princess in Black, Mermaid, and the Mermaid Princess. That's the Princess in Black and the Mermaid Princess. Off we go. I'm going to read over here. There's a little summary of what the book's about. This is called the book jacket, this piece of paper that covers the outside. It's usually got some vinyl over it. It's called the book jacket, and it will tell you a little bit about the book. So let me read that to you. It says, The Princess in Black and her friends, the Princess in Blankets, you remember the Princess in Blankets from an earlier story, I think, and the Goat Avenger are enjoying a day of sun and sea when something springs from the waves. It's a mermaid princess. Ay-yi-yi! The Princess in Black has always longed to meet a mermaid. Princess Posy needs the masked friend's help protecting her sea goats. Princess Posy, that must be the mermaid. Princess Posy needs the masked friend's help protecting her sea goats from being eaten by a greedy kraken. But the heroes quickly realize that fighting underwater can be tough, and only the mermaid princess herself can save the day. Can they help their new friend learn that there is more to being a princess than being nice? Okay, The Princess in Black and the Mermaid Princess. This is a story, and there they are. That's the Mermaid Princess. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Okay, I don't know. This is a pretty thick book. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read the whole thing, but we'll give it a try. See how far we get. Chapter 1. There they are in the boat. See who's in the boat? It's the mermaid. It's Princess in Black, the Mermaid Princess, and the Princess in Blanket, who is one of the princess's friends who wants to be a superhero also, so she dresses up in blankets, and that's her thing. Okay, Chapter 1. The Princess in Black was sailing on a boat named the Lively Turnip. The Lively Turnip. The sun was sparkling on the waves. The breeze was salty and cool. She was having a princess hero playdate with her two best pals. It was sure to be an exciting day. So kind of Princess Sneezewort to lend us her royal boat, said the Princess in Black. Yes, she hoped we could use it to look out for monsters, said the Princess in Blankets. Monsters? The Goat Avenger stood up. Are there sea monsters? The Goat Avenger there, he has kind of a surprised look on his face. Indeed, the Princess in Blankets narrowed her eyes and whispered into the breeze, at least one sea monster. That's right, said the Princess in Black. One time I battled a sea monster on the beach. A huge sea monster, a colossal sea monster. The Princess in Blankets shrugged. Princess Sneezewort told me about it. A sea monster would certainly make the day exciting, but what the Princess in Black longed to see was a mermaid. People said mermaids didn't exist, but she hoped they did. She believed. The water gurgled near the boat. Gurgle, gurgle. The sea sloshed against its side. And then suddenly, something sprang from the waves. Monster! Cried the Princess in Blankets. Mermaid! Yelled the Princess in Black. Goat, shouted Goat Avenger. Wait, it's probably not a goat. Sorry. Then the something swam away. The Princess in Black didn't see it clearly, but she hoped. Pursue the creature, the Princess in Blanket shouted. The princess opened the sail and the Goat Avenger steered the boat. They chased the something over the waves, around the rocks, past a very lazy octopus. There's the octopus there. Yeah, he's just sipping on a straw and a drink. Sunglasses on, lazy octopus. And finally found it resting on a little island. That's definitely not a goat, said the Goat Avenger. And it isn't a monster, said the Princess in Blankets.
Hello.
Oh, here's Grandmommy. Say hi, Grandmommy.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Arcadia. Hi.
We're reading a book about the Princess in Black and the mermaid. We just see the mermaid.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting, but we'll be over in a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Grandmommy. Bye-bye. There goes Grandmommy. She's been working hard in the garden all day long. All day long. She came in to say hi. Okay. So there is, oh, there's a crab there. I wonder if that's Sebastian. See the crab? Okay. And they found it resting on a little island. That's definitely not a goat, said the Goat Avenger. And it isn't a monster, said the Princess in Blanket. Ay, 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 the Princess in Black squealed with excitement because it was a mermaid princess. See the crown up there? That's how they know it's the princess. Princess of the Mermaid. Chapter 2. The Princess in Black was still yee-yee-yee. That's how she's kind of squealing with delight. I'm trying to pronounce this the best I can. You see right here? It says a bunch of little E's and then some capital E's. What that means is if you're reading it, you're supposed to actually pronounce the E's like a squeal. So it would be yee-yee-yee-yee. I'm doing the best I can, but anyway, that's the Princess in Black is kind of squealing with delight. And hopping around and smiling so hard she can't remember how to stop. A mermaid, a real live mermaid. Hi, said the mermaid. See Princess in Black. She's got to, can you see this? Let me put it out a little bit more. Here's the Princess in Black. They're on the boat. She said, hi, said the Princess in Black, dance hopping. Hello, mermaid, who definitely isn't a monster. I'm the Princess in Blankets. And these are my friends, the Princess in Black. Hi, said the Princess in Black, waving both hands. Princess in Black. And the Goat Avenger. I'm Princess Posy, said the mermaid. She smiled, but her eyes looked sad. The Princess in Black gasped. Oh no, something is wrong. Can we help you? With the tip of her pinky, the mermaid petted a crab on its tiny head. I wish someone could. I'm afraid I'm going to fail at the most important job of a princess. What's the most important job of a princess? Asked the Goat Avenger. Protecting her kingdom, said the three princesses at the same time. Ah, said the Goat Avenger. A trench leading to Krakenland, that's Kraken, Kraken, Krakenland, cracked open in the Capricorn pasture, said Princess Posy. Huh? Said the Goat Avenger. I can guess what a kraken is, said the Princess in Black, but what are Capricorns? They're sea goats, said the mermaid. They are just the cutest. The Goat Avenger stared. Sea goats? Look, they're sea goats with mermaid tails. How exciting. Oh, no, now we're going to find out what a kraken is. So there's a gap, and somehow a monster came up out of it. I think that's the story. What if Kraken comes out of the trench, said Princess Posy. I don't know how to stop a kraken from eating the cute little Capricorns. Capricorns are sea goats. Princess Posy, we just might be able to help, said the Princess in Blankets. Yes, 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 the Princess in Black was still hopping. After all, we do have experience protecting goats. Land goats, that is. They're comparing the land goats to the Capricorns. Those are she goats. They're the same, except they've got, the Capricorns have tails instead of two back legs. Princess Posy looked up at them. Her eyes went wide. Wait, you have masks. And capes, too. You're heroes. That's right, said the Goat Avenger. He put his fist on his hips. Oh, kind heroes, said Princess Posy. Could you maybe come to my kingdom and... Yes, shouted the Princess in Black. And sorry for interrupting, but yes, we will absolutely go to your mermaid kingdom. See, Princess in Black is so excited. She's speaking in all capital letters. They're just trying to emphasize she's speaking very loudly and very excitedly. She's so excited to meet a mermaid. Chapter 3. The boat had diving gear, including fishbowl helmets for non-mermaid heads. See, that's called diving gear. There are tanks of oxygen on the back and little bubble things made out of glass so they can see and they can breathe. The heroes got dressed up and they dove into the water. The Princess in Black ooh-ahhed at the jewel blue world beneath the waves. She swam beside the mermaid through forests of kelp, around a lazy octopus, past a cheeky sea snail, and into the mermaid kingdom. She squealed so much, her helmet fogged up. Hello, Princess Posy said whenever she passed a fish. They listened to her and they followed her. She had a trail of sparkly, finny friends. She talks to all the animals underwater and they follow her around. Over there are some sea cows, said Princess Posy. Wow, we have land cows, said the Princess in Black. Sea cows. I think, what are sea cows? Maybe they're walruses or something like that. Sea cows. And there's the underwater volcano I made for a science fair. See, the mermaid made an underwater volcano for the science fair. Okay. We have science fairs too, said the Princess in Black. Really? And here's my faithful narwhal, Crimple Dance. Narwhal, Crimple Dance. Crimple Dance. Okay, that's narwhal. I think we remember this. I remember Princess Posy from before. And that's narwhal. She's her faithful companion. The Princess in Black spun around excitedly. A narwhal named Crimple Dance. Back home, there's a unicorn named Frimplepants. A real live unicorn, said Princess Posy. I didn't think that unicorns existed, but I hoped. They swam to a coral castle. At the front, a mermaid was waiting. That's Duchess Squidflower, Princess Posy said sadly. Okay, so this is an underwater coral castle, and this must be Duchess Squidflower here. And so Princess Posy is sad about something. Okay. Princess Posy, said Duchess Squidflower, I am now storing my trident collection in the tower room. As Duchess Squidflower swam away, Princess Posy whispered, but the tower room was my bedroom. That didn't seem very nice, said the Princess in Black. No, said Princess Posy, but a frazzled merman interrupted. Oh, so this is kind of a mean duchess, and she's taken over the mermaid's bedroom to store some stuff. Okay, so a frazzled merman interrupted. A merman is a male mermaid. Princess Posy, some mer people are using sponges to wash their dishes. Is that bad? Asked Princess in Blanket. The sponges don't like it very much, said Princess Posy. See, underwater there are actual sponges that are animals, and sometimes you can use the sponge to wash things, but they're really not supposed to because the sponges don't like that. Okay, so the merman is telling the princess there's a problem because some people are using the sponges to wash dishes. What shall we do? Asked the merman. I'm not sure, said Princess Posy. I'll have to think about it. Wow, said the Goat Avenger. Being a princess is hard work. It is, said the three princesses. Princess Posy sighed. Kingdom management takes all my time. I wish I could play more, swing on kelp trees, ride crumple dance, bake cakes. But there are always so many problems to solve, like Duchess Squidflower taking over rooms and the sponge situation. Have you tried speaking up? Said Princess in Blankets. See, the problem is that she's the princess, but she doesn't really tell people what to do like a princess should. She's not assertive. She's not a strong leader. She just wants to be nice and get along, and so she doesn't really solve problems. So, Princess in Blanket says, have you tried speaking up? Not really, said Posy. I'm a princess, but princesses are supposed to be nice. Princess Posy showed them the reminder card she kept with her. Okay, this is a reminder card. It says nice tips. Okay, this is how to be nice. Talk to lonely creatures. That's number one. So talk to people if they look like they're lonely and they don't have any friends. 2, don't make fun of anyone. 3, protect your friends from things that might eat them. Okay, well, all three of those seems like good tips. Protect your friends from things that might eat them. Here we go. Those are great, said Princess in Blankets. I carry a card too, Princess in Blankets. It says, Princess Tips. 1, speak up. Okay, so they're trying to tell her to speak up. That means say something to people. Don't just, if you see something that's going wrong, don't just let it happen. You need to speak up. Try to fix it. There are more tips, said the Princess in Blankets, but number 1 is so big, it took up all the space. Speak up. That means don't just be so shy you never say anything. Go ahead and say what you think. Chapter 4. Princess Posy led the heroes to the kelp pasture. Kelp is kind of underwater vegetables that the goats are eating. Her excitement began to cool. Nervousness bubbled up instead. What if the heroes couldn't help her after all? What if she couldn't protect her kingdom? So Posy's kind of afraid that she's a mermaid. In the pasture, the sea goats were calm and happy, grazing on seaweed. They snuffled wetly. They oozed bubbly. Ee, squealed the Goat Avenger. He was very excited. Okay, the Goat Avenger likes the goats, so he really loves seeing the sea goats. A merboy, that must be a merboy there. That means a mermaid who's a boy. A merboy kept a kelp vest and a shell hat was standing guard, a floating guard. This is Guff. This is Guff, said Princess Posy. Guff is the Capricorn boy. That's like the goat boy. I love goats, shouted the Goat Avenger. I've always wondered, said Guff, do land goats love bedtime stories as much as sea goats do? Absolutely, said the Goat Avenger. Do yours love hot chocolate? So the goats love bedtime stories and hot chocolate. Yes, said Guff, but we call it wet chocolate. Princess Posy swam to the edge of a huge, dark trench. The tips of her tail went cold. There it is, she said, the hole to Krakenland. See, there are all the friends over there, and Princess Posy is showing this hole that opened up, and that's like the hole where the monsters come up. This monster is called a kraken. The Princess in Blankets peered into the darkness. Yep, she said, I'm pretty sure I know what's down there. Chapter 5. Are those monsters? Those look like they could be monsters. Ooh, look at those. I'll give you a close look at the monsters. Chapter 5. Krakenland was full of things like shells, pearls, and rocks. and krakens, lots and lots of krakens. The big blue kraken, that must be this guy, loved having things. It especially loved having more things than anyone else. Feeling very greedy today, it decided to go on a taking trek. A taking trek. A taking trek is when the big blue kraken would trek around and take whatever it wanted. Some squid krakens were painting with ink. Mine, said the big blue kraken, gurgling, taking their ink. Some oyster krakens were playing catch with pearls. Mine, the big blue kraken roared, taking their pearls. He's just a mean bully. He's taking everything. He's taking the pearls. He's taking the ink. He's just coming up and just taking what he wants just because he can. It eyed a starfish kraken. Mine, the big blue kraken screeched. The starfish kraken was confused. It didn't have anything to take. So the big blue kraken took the starfish kraken. So he took the kraken. Now the big blue kraken had all the things, but it still wanted more. Very greedy. There was a hole in the ceiling of Krakenland. A smell swam through the hole, a smell of sea goats, plump sea goats, scaly sea goats, delicious sea goats. Mine, muttered the big blue kraken. He smells the goats. Eat goats. I know that's what we're going to hear in a few minutes. Chapter 6. Oh, there's a big blue kraken. He's coming up. There was a rumble, a grumble, and a crack. A big blue kraken shoved its way out of the trench. Eat sea goats, it gurgled. Yep, said the princess in blankets. That's what I thought. Eat sea goats. Don't worry, Princess Posy. We've got this. The princess in black leaped a mighty leap. The leap was so mighty, she floated right over the kraken. The problem is she's underwater now. She doesn't know how to fight underwater. So she just leaped right over the kraken. The Goat Avenger struck a battle pose. Back, beast, he shouted mightily. He shouted so mightily that it echoed inside his helmet. His ears hurt. So he's shouting, but it's inside a helmet, so the beast can't even hear him. You may not eat the sea goats, said the princess in blankets. She kicked a mighty kick. The kick was so mighty, it turned her upside down. There is Princess in blankets. It's really hard when you're underwater to have a fight. You try to move to kick somebody, and he just makes you go upside down. They had battled monsters in a goat pasture and in a park and even at a science fair, but battling monsters underwater seemed impossible. Impossible. How do they do it? We're going to find out. Chapter 7. I think we're going to make it all the way through this book. Don't worry, we're going to find out the end on this video. Chapter 7. Princess Posy's new friend were fighting the kraken. Or were they? It was hard to tell. The princess in black was floating by, the Goat Avenger was tangled in kelp, and the princess in blankets was upside down. Hello, said the princess in blankets from above. Hi, said Princess Posy. Are you fighting the kraken? We are trying. We are trying. The kraken poked the princess in black. She started to float away. The Goat Avenger freed himself from the kelp. He raced toward the kraken as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast. It was hard running in water. The cheeky sea snail was going faster. Sea snail was going faster than the Goat Avenger. The princess in blankets paddled at the water, trying to turn right side up. Princess Posy helped. You are so fast in the water, said the princess in blankets, and I noticed that all the fish listen to you. If you speak up, maybe the kraken will listen too. Okay, so they're going to give the mermaid princess some advice. It said, speak up, talk to the kraken. Princess Posy consulted her nice card. Is speaking up nice? Yes, I think speaking up is very nice, said the princess in blankets. And I think the Capricorns and sponges would agree. Oof, look at that. The mean Kraken, the mean big blue Kraken has the Princess in Black with one tentacle, the Goat Avenger with another tentacle, and Princess Posy and the Princess in Blankets are having a conversation. Princess Posy is trying to tell the Mermaid Princess she needs to speak up. Use a good, firm voice. The Kraken had wrapped the two heroes in a bow of seaweed. Now it turned its glowing eyes on the sea goats. They shivered. "Wait," said Princess Posy. "Behave, beast." See, it's the words all caps, so she's speaking very firmly. "Behave, beast." "No," said the Kraken. "Mine." As the Princess in Blankets drifted away, she called back, "Remember, it's nice to protect your friends from things that might eat them." Princess Posy didn't feel nervous anymore. Having friends on her side definitely helped. She swam to the Kraken. "You may not eat the sea goats." Okay, that's what she says. "You may not eat the sea goats." "Eat sea goats," said the Kraken again. So the Mermaid Princess and the big blue Kraken waged battle. There they are, they're waging battle. Kelp tree swing. She's swinging the kelp tree. Crimple Dance ram, and now Crimple Dance, her underwater unicorn narwhal, rammed him with his horn. Patty cake, whap, whap, whap. She's whapping him with her fins, her tail. Baker slam. She slams him to the ground. That's what the Princess in Black normally does to the monsters above ground. But now the Mermaid Princess is learning how to do it too with help from her narwhal. The Kraken crawled back into Krakenland. "It went home," said Princess Posy. "They always do," said the Princess in Blankets. "Eventually," added the Goat Avenger. And there they are. They're all happy. The monster's Kraken is going back downstairs into its hole, into Krakenland, and everybody else is so happy, especially the goats. The sea goats are very happy not to be eaten. Chapter 8. This might be the last chapter. The Princess in Black tapped her helmet. "I think I'm getting low on air." "Me too," said the Goat Avenger. "Thank you so much for your help," said Princess Posy. "I think I can handle it now." "Aw," said the Princess in Black, "but I love it here." "Please visit again," said Princess Posy. The three heroes floated up with the bubbles. They waved and they called down, "We will." Princess Posy swam back to her castle. The Capricorns, those are the sea goats, were safe. Her sparkly fish friends followed her like a trail of glitter. She felt amazing. She felt powerful. She felt like a princess because she spoke up and she acted decisively. Duchess Squidflower was waiting. "By the way, I am turning your playroom into a shrimp farm," she said. "I'm going to use these sponges for dishwashing," shouted a merman. "We'd really rather you not," said the sponges. So Princess Posy waged kingdom managements. So she put some rules in effect. Rules. See, these are the rules. Princess Posy, she's the princess, so she can make the rules. 1, sponges are friends, not cleaning supplies. 2, try cleaning with water instead. There's Lois. There's lots of water. 3, make a sponge friend today. Okay, so that's rule number 1. Those are 3 rules about the sponges. Clear talk jam. Okay, so now she's going to have some clear talk with the Duchess. Capricorn protection plan. In the end, the kingdom got managed. The kingdom got managed. It always did eventually. Patty cake, patty cake. So she came up with a Capricorn protection plan. So now she knows a little bit better how to manage a kingdom. Okay, there is one chapter left. Chapter 9. They're the friends. That's Princess in Black, Princess in Blankets, and the Goat Boy, the Goat Avenger, are now up in the water. They got their heads above water. The princess in black bobbed to the surface. Then the princess in blankets. At last, the goat avenger. They took off their helmets and took a big breath. Mermaids, sea goats, narwhals, a cheeky sea snail. It had been the most exciting play date ever. We saw everything except a sea monster, said the princess in blankets. The kraken was a kind of sea monster, said the goat avenger. Yes, the kraken was good, said the princess in blankets, but I felt sure we would find the huge sea monster. The colossal sea monster, the one with the long neck and tail. The princess in black squinted up. The sun was high. We don't have to go home yet. We still have time to play. Oh my gosh. Look what's coming. Just got to turn this page here. This page is stuck together. Maybe not. I'm having a hard time separating this page. So we'll try to get it apart. There we go. So they're all swimming in the water. They have a little time left before they have to go home. And then the water rumbled. Bubbles gurgled around them. That wasn't me, said the goat avenger. A sea monster head peeked out of the water. Play? It asked. The princess in blankets nodded. Play, she said. Yay, said the sea monster. The sea monster just wants to play. He looks pretty friendly. He's not going to eat goats. The hero pals climbed on its head. They slid down its neck. They dove off its back and splashed in the salty sea. The sea monster grinned. The sea monster just wanted to have some friends to play with. It was huge. It was colossal. It was so big, there was plenty of room when more friends came to play. A mermaid princess, that's right, Princess Posy, a narwhal named Cripple Dance, a herd of happy sponges, and one extremely cheeky sea snail. The end. And they're the new friends. That's Princess Posy, the Mermaid Princess, and the Princess in Black. The end. Oh, boy, I enjoyed that. And next time, I'm going to read a story for you about the Kingdom of Brenly. So that's all for today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.